Om Shri Ganeshaya Namo Nama. Greetings to everyone world over, all our brothers and sisters across the globe. It's a green morning, green afternoon, green evening. I hope you're taking care of your health, your wellness, your physical wellness, your mental wellness, your spiritual wellness, your environmental wellness, and of course, Kotamarti ji always says your financial wellness. That means your economic wellness. And as far as Vikas Malhotra ji is concerned, he says tourism wellness, medical tourism wellness, and of course, tourism wellness is required. And that's why you travel to different places, different countries, different continents, and different areas, and you enjoy your own way. Today's topic is something very, very important as far as the global care is concerned, global ecosystem is concerned, global peace is concerned, global wellness is concerned, global health is concerned, and global care is concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, Sunday, 16th of April, 2023, we extend a very warm welcome to each one of you. And today's topic is caregivers as profession. We have got CPA Surya, Vijay Sastri Kotamarti ji, the CEO Kotamarti Group from Canada. And along with him, we have got our tourism strategist, Mr. Vikas Malhotra from Canada. We extend a very hearty welcome to both of them, along with our viewers. ICSI extends a very hearty welcome to each one of you, International Chamber for Service Industry. We are the one, those are a link between India and our brothers and sisters across the globe who needs all kind of a collaborative happiness together. And that's our Indian diaspora, and that's our Pravasis. So all of us together, let's move on, non-resident Indians, corporate, and of course, the interface with India, Bharat. This is the homepage of ICSI. If you go into the web portal, you will enjoy icsiindia.in. We are service industry strategist and facilitator, and our efforts are how to make world a better place to live and better place as far as education, skills, competencies, capabilities, and of course our youth, teachers, educators, trainers, counselors, coach, mentors, whosoever is concerned over there. We have got an ebook also over here, right on the homepage. You can download as per your choice, Rethinking Tourism Post-Pandemic, which was launched on 5th October 2022. And that's the World Teachers Day by the United Nations. If you come a little further, there's a wonderful book, audio form, which our chamber has developed for Professor Satyendra Dhimanji. That's 7 Habits of Highly Fulfilled People. It has got 11 parts you can enjoy in your own time. So under the patronage of Padma Bhushan, Professor Jagdish and Sheth, and our president based out of Singapore, Mr. Anil Manocha, who is also known as Waterman and Waterman Strategist. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you a little brief so that we get into the global healthcare giving market share, how the world is moving. And we have taken the span of good about 7 to 8 years, and there we are going. One set of the jobs is expanding faster than others, those in the care sector. As the demographic, it shifts with many countries, they are going to have the aging population and their cultural norms, their other kind of a lifestyle. All that when we take into consideration, the more women entering the workplace, the demand for care is on the up. So we call this profession, which includes child care, elder care, nursing, therapy, personal training, career coaching. All the factors can be taken into consideration. And you would be amazed to know how this industry is growing. Almost 40% of the all projected jobs, opportunities which emerged as a profession, they have been created in the care sector between 2020 and 23, directly or indirectly, but everything is related to somewhere caregiving, according to the report, which has come from the World Economic Forum. Now, in a world that demands care for its aging population, we got to take into consideration, because everybody requires a different treatment and they got to be taken. If I come to Asian continent and if I come to Japan, the economically so sound country, but imagine the caregivers demand and caregivers supply, how huge is the gap between both and how that has to be filled. It is not narrowing, it's widening if you take into consideration. Now, these are some emerging jobs which are in the caregiving industry. And these are the skills which are needed by the people, those want to get into this industry. Welcome to Canada, because our both the distinguished guests, they are joining from Canada. And there was a wonderful article which I have gone through, and that gave me something insight to Canada. As the population trends, they skew older. The new study from the Angus Reid Institute finds most Canadians are or expected to be directly involved in caregiving for their loved ones. Indeed, while 1 in 4 Canadian older than age 30, that's 26%, say they are already providing care of some type to someone. Another one is 33%. Those are expected to do so in the near future. Among those currently providing care, nearly half, almost about 47%, say they are making real sacrifices to balance their caretaking responsibility with their day-to-day routine and their activities. Ladies and gentlemen, caregiving is something that plays a major role in the lives of the Canadians. According to one estimate from the CIBC, the cost of caring for aging parents alone in the country is more than 33 billion Canadian dollars. When we look at that, I think all of us, we got to come together. But first of all, we all got to remain positive, because aging has to come. If it comes gracefully, it's much better. So our mind has to remain positive, and whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Let's come together for global peace while having the caregiving, and that is possible when we give the appropriate skills. I wish to share with our global fraternity that with this webinar, we are completing hosting of 1,904 webinars during this pandemic, which we started during the lockdown on 25th of March 2020. We are unstoppable. So with these words, let me extend a very warm welcome to both our distinguished guests. Those are joining us from Canada. And this evening is basically dedicated every Sunday to the non-resident Indians. I have got CPA Vijay Kotamarti, eminent finance expert from Canada. And I've got Mr. Vikas Malhotra, who is a tourism strategist Canada, who has dedicated his entire life and last 25 years, he's deeply dedicated what can be done for tourism. And at the same time, Kotamarti ji, right from Africa to Canada. Before that, of course, in India, in Telangana, he's also putting in his heart and soul what best can be done to the humanity. Let's hear the views of both of them. Let's take them on board, and we start the journey. The caregiving market, how the caregivers are, what exactly is the demand, how do you look at this entire thing? Because from Indian perspective, I'm looking forward to, from the chamber, as a services export, because it may be in the human form or it may be in any kind of a services. So India service industry 2047, how India is shaping and preparing itself, moving in that direction when we would be completing 100 years. Hearty welcome to both of you. Let's take on the journey together forward.
Vikas, you can go ahead first.
Thank you for this platform. This is amazing. Namaskar, good evening. All the greetings from my side world over. I can tell you that when I hear a subject like this, there are lots of thoughts of horses running across my mind. I get inspired. And I would like to talk real practical stuff, how tourism and the medical part of the tourism industry is connected with each other. Somebody may say, tourism and medical and caregivers? No way they are attached. Gentlemen, ladies, friends, sisters, and brothers world over, this is not right. They are connected very strongly. Tourism industry and the medical part of the caregivers are always go hand in hand. I have a question to ask all of you. If there is somebody who's going to travel from some part of the world in North America, let's just take North America for instance, to take care of or long-term resident citizens, where we call as senior homes as well, are they just going to be confined over there? Are they not going to go somewhere else? Are they not going to bring a multiplier effect to the economy? What are they doing? They are the caregivers, to those elderly senior citizens living in those long-term residents, and they are also enjoying a part of the tourism industry. I have one more thing to talk about. Tourism industry and travel are two words which brings a smile on your face. That's exactly what caregivers are doing. They are bringing smile to the human being whom they are looking after. We are in an industry of happiness. We are in an industry of smiles. We are in an industry of caring. And I must let you know, they are connected very, very strongly together. As I said, maybe I get very passionate. Maybe I get very, very inspired when subjects like these come across me. But Dr. Sharma, I really, really appreciate that, sir. You used a very good word, unstoppable. We are unstoppable in this industry. And I am not going to stop spreading the positive word about the tourism industry, whether it's to do with the medical part, whether it's to do with the caregivers, whether it is to do any aspect. एक स्टेप तो उठाओ, अगला कदम तो उठाओ, बातों से कुछ नहीं होगा. We cannot be just theoretical. Think about first step. Everybody says, what is my first step? The first step is to think. You think in the direction of a medical tourism part connected with the caregivers and all the aspects which comes along with that. That is really your first step. If you're going to think, oh, it's not connected with each other. Oh, how can I do this? Oh, I need to be trained. Yes, we'll find out. But the first step has to come from your own mind. You got to think, this is where, if my goal is to reach 19 out of 20, change your goal, achieve 21 out of 20, so that you can land on 20 out of 20. I must let you know that in North America, there are a lot of wellness, medical, tourism aspects of the resorts as well. St. Lucia, a small island, they have a resort called the Body Holiday. Please go to the website, the Body Holiday. That is nothing but medical and wellness tourism. And lots of caregivers, lots of personals go out there for what? For the peace of mind, for the healing, for the wellness, for your body to be enhanced within yourself. I'm not talking about muscles and gymnasium. I'm talking about inner health. I'm talking about mental health. And please don't mistaken, mental health is to do with anything to do with mental sickness. Mental health can also be whatever level of mental health you are. You could be 9. Why not aim for 9.1? Why not aim for 9.2? And infrastructure like the Body Holiday, and there are a few others as well, are the ones who actually provide these kind of facilities. And it is a part of the medical, tourism, caregivers. It is a part of the tourism and travel industry. Dr. Sir, I have a request from you. This is a very vast subject. I would personally like to request if we can also spend a little more time next week as well on this, because it's not doing justice to a beautiful subject like this to just talk in 2 or 3 or 4 lines. And I am ready for any kind of questions the audience has. I am ready for answering, but please, when you are done with this webinar in 24 hours, please spend 24 seconds only to think, what is my next step? You have done step 1 in this way. Vijay sir, platform is yours. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. That was a good gesture from elder brother to younger brother, and now younger brother passing on the baton to the elder brother. Okay.
Okay.
That's a beautiful way.
Thank you.
Kotamarti ji.
Jay, thank you very much. Thanks, Vikas ji, for that wonderful experience that you have given about the tourism relating to medical facilities that we require. Actually, nothing is possible until and unless you have the right people to support the tourism that exists. In case you want to serve the people who require the assistance in the medical area, you definitely need people, whether they come from India, they are existing here, or they come from any part of the world. There are, I will define today in our discussion about two sectors. There are two types of workers. One called the personal support workers, which are the personal care support workers, and the other one are called the home support workers. So between these two, and I will also give name of one or two colleges who offer online courses for these specific things, and the listeners and viewers can do their own research by just typing the personal support worker colleges as well as home support worker colleges in Canada, in addition to whatever I am giving. But these colleges that I am referring to all offer online courses, and people who want to come to Canada can have that course done online and apply for the immigration, so that when they come here, they are already equipped with that. So that their time when they come here, they will be available to do and do some practicals before they do anything else. So I'll first speak about the personal care support. Now, personal support workers can give the assistance under personal care, under nursing care, under respite care, and and some other personal related activities. So the training is given in the form of education, like the ICSI is a great platform for education. And what we are doing today, even though we are spreading, we are telling that educational institution in Canada who will be imparting education, but this education is also being passed on to the listeners and viewers of ICSI through this. So Gyan is only spread when it is shared. So in Toronto, we have a college called Oxford College, and their website is oxford.college.ca. They have online courses related to the personal support workers, and these courses are about 7 to 8 months online. And I'm just giving what I know, but definitely whoever wishes to take care of these online courses and what format they exist, they should be going to this their website, having a look at it, and apart from that, do their due diligence. Like because you were saying, we will speak about what can be done, but that 24 seconds or 24 minutes or 24 hours or 24 month, whatever you want to spend that valuable 24 seconds or 24 minutes in order to make up your mind and go to the right website, do your due diligence, make sure that you get the required knowledge so that you can pursue your career the way we want. We here sitting here in Canada can only give the path through the platform provided by ICSI to various listeners and viewers across the world. And this is not just for people coming from India. ICSI is giving the platform for everyone who's going through this webinar right across the world, and even subsequent to this live telecast, it's available online, so people can still log in and get the valuable information that is shared during the webinar. Not only this webinar, all the 1903 other webinars that have been given to date on various subjects. So personal support worker, please note down, that's called PSW. And I'm giving you the name of one college that offers these courses. It's called Oxford Colleges, and their website is of oxford.colleges.ca. And you can go there, look at it, and also see, just type PSW online courses in Canada, and probably you'll find more. I'm just giving the it's like giving the thread. and then you should be holding it and reaching where you have to. The other one I will tell you, which is about the home support workers. Now, these are very important because there are many people who and we always talk about gyan, and gyan is always about atma. It is not about the body. So what happens is, while we grow, there might be circumstances in which due to circumstances our physical body comes across certain changes, and either due to accident or due to during the pre-birth period, whatever may be the circumstance. But there are reasons for the degeneration of the body, and that does not necessarily mean, especially in North America, we call them physical challenges. We don't call it as that they are disabled. We do not use the word disabled. We call them physical challenges. And the home support workers basically are the support workers who are giving support in cognitive impairment, people who have some sort of they are not able to either walk on their own, so they will come over to the person and help them walk, do their daily exercises, help them during the 8 hours or 16 hours. During the time that they are providing that service, they will assist the person, while their family members can go out and do what they are doing, and it is as good as a family member being doing it, or doing it as well, because they are well trained. So cognitive impairment or physical disability. Now, physical disability, as I mentioned, could be due to a fall, it could be due to time of birth, or due to many reasons. But when you are physically disabled, it becomes difficult for you to do everything on your own. For instance, if you have to take your bath, or if you have to change your dress, there are so many things that you can't do on your own. And for somebody to come and do for you, they cannot just come and do it. They have to be trained. And this is the type of training that you will receive during the course that you will do. So when you do the home support worker program, you are taught as to how you are. And when you have these, one thing we have found, I've been living here in Canada now almost close to a quarter century. And what I have seen is, here they give very much importance for somebody who has learned what they need to do by doing a certification, not necessarily a degree or a university PhD or anything like that. As long as they are trained and they know what they are supposed to do, the certification is given only after they are trained in certain things. And the home support worker programs allows you to learn all this. Then there are many people who have mental health. This is a very big challenge, which I will be discussing all these individually in the week or weeks to come. But as of now, because we are talking about the courses that we need to do, there is this personal support, this home support worker program also teaches you about how to deal with people who have issues, mental health issues, because they do not behave the way they are because of some thing in the mental stability. You cannot just say that all other parts of their body are doing fine. It's only one part of the body, which is the mind, is mentally challenged. So how to deal with them and how to slowly train them so that then they can come back, if not to 100% normalcy, but at least to normalcy when they can deal with their family members. So this mental health, how to deal with mental health I won't call them patients, persons, will is another thing that is taught. And these courses, I'll give you again the name of one college, which is called Anderson College here, which offers this. There are many colleges in Canada. In fact, I'm just telling you one of them, which is in Ontario. Maybe it's my bias or something like that, but it doesn't stop anybody to look after by just typing home support workers. If they want to go to British Columbia, just type home support workers certification in British Columbia or in Alberta or in sorry, just type the name of the province and you'll be able to get the colleges that offer those in that specific area. So that is the next step. When you, if you have already made up your mind to come to Canada, then make up your mind which province you want to go and accordingly do that certification so that you are prepared. The idea of giving this is that you and the access is given to you, and ICICI is the platform through which we are sharing this, and we are giving you the education that go here and do this. And the Anderson College, and their website is info.andersoncollege.com. So you can go to info.andersoncollege.com and you'll be able to get the details of their home support worker courses. So the reason I just gave two colleges is just not to have any bias towards these colleges or supporting only these colleges. The idea was to tell that there are these certifications, which is what is more important is people who are our viewers and listeners should know that there is home support worker certification and personal care support worker program. These are certifications which can be done, and please do your research like Vikas has said, and make sure that you prepare yourself. When you do your due diligence, you do your hard work, you will be the one who will get the rewards. We are only the conduits, whether it's me, Vikas ji, or Dr. Sharma ji, or ICSI, but you need a catalyst in order for somebody to reach somewhere. So with that, I will leave the floor for questions, Sharma ji, and we'll take it forward.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Kotamarti ji, and thank you very much, Vikas ji. Today, we have given the teaser. Actually, we have just given the context of the topic, the subject, and the area. That is of the caregivers. We have given from the directly tourism perspective also. We have given from the education perspective also, certification perspective also. This is a huge field and a very vast field. What comes to my mind, and I wish to share with both of you. Today, we have given the teaser. Next week, let's take this as a specific case study. If somebody has to come as a caregiver to Canada, how they should prepare themselves, what certification they would require, and at the same time, what are the approximate expenses towards that particular certification program which people have to undertake, and thereafter, what kind of an openings are there for those people, those are coming under the category of caregivers. And when I was going through some documents and some websites, it was an eye-opening for me. If the lady is the caregiver, then the husband and the children can also accompany. They can also go along. And that is the way when I looked at it, I thought it's a subject because from India, from Chamber, our focus is how to increase services exports. How do we enhance service industry? And when we talk about service industry and services exports, India at present, as on date, this evening, when three of us we are talking, India has got a demographic dividend advantage. If we skill our people for the right job, at the right place, in the right packaging, in the right form, with the right content, with the right opening, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to strategically channelize our youth best possible way. With that as an agenda today, we close the session, and next week we take it on. People are just happy. Those have joined us, and many more, people feel shy also sometimes to directly share. But when later on they see this particular video, they say, oh, wow, my, what exactly is there? We will make this particular topic as a case study, as a research, and as a proper outcome, what all should be done. You have been very kind to give 2 institutions. You have given me the homework. I'll go through both the websites, both the colleges in Ontario, and thereafter we will see others also. And with that as a note, let's meet next week once again at 8 p.m. next Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. And maybe, I do not know how many weeks this series should carry on, but I want to do it justice with the topic. I want to take it to some conclusion, some kind of an opening, some kind of an avenue, some kind of an opportunity, and it should give a clear-cut agenda to the people. Those are preparing themselves. What should be the basic qualification from their origin country? How do they go to Canada? How do they give caregiving? How do they look after? And as you have given separate segments, personal care, nursing care, respite care, and a couple of other things you have taken. And of course, when he talked about the body holiday resort, and he told in tourism, we are the industry of happiness and caring. I think with medical tourism and wellness tourism, let's take caregiving also as a very prestigious and a very noble and a very demanding spiritual profession for the future. With these words, my deep gratitude and thanks to both of you for having joined us today, and look forward meeting you next Sunday. Of course, it's a morning for you, but it's an evening for us. And some people are sandwiched in the afternoon also post lunch in European continent. So we will take on and we will think green, we will go green, and we will walk green. Yes, Vikasji.
I want to request our dear audience, don't forget 24 seconds until
Okay.
we meet next week.
Yes. Thank you. Thank
Let's
you,
take the first step.
Kotamarti.
Let's together do it.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot to both of you, and my deep
you.
gratitude